My name is Alan Parks. I live on Tangier Island. I'm a waterman. I get to do what I want, when I want, come and go like I please. Nobody telling me what to do. That's something to be said for. I have one crew member that works with me named Ricky Laird. We meet up at the dock, get on the boat, go out, and we pull crab pots. Usually start with a spotlight right around 4:30 in the morning. We start pulling pots in. Usually it takes us, I'm going to say, about 8 hours to go through these pots and sort the crabs out, come back in, do it all over again the next day. Crabbing for a couple years was down somewhat. You know, crabs are in cycles. You go a few years where you have a great abundance of them, go a few years where it's on the decline. I mean, they're really unpredictable. Back in my grandfather's day, Tangier had to leave and actually go up around New York and go fishing, go on fish boat for the menhaden. Crabbing died dead, couldn't find any crabs. And crabbing had got down somewhat. I mean, we're still making a living at it. But the past 2-3 years, it's been excellent. There've been a lot of crabs around. They want to take the credit for the regulations, that we saw signs of it before the regulations that was going to come back. Saw tons and tons of juvenile crabs on the bottom that would just fall out of the crab pots. They were so tiny. Rockfish and croaker fish eat all the little crabs. Past 2 years there haven't been any croakers. They have been in major decline, and the crabs have came out. But the scientists want to take the credit. We know that, but they don't listen to the watermen that do this day in and day out, that spend their whole life on the water. They think we're totally idiots. They have a PhD in front of their name and think they know it all, and they don't, and we don't either. No one knows but God Almighty. He brought them here. He can take them away, and He can bring them back. We face at different times a lot of different restrictions been thrown on us. Pollution in the bay. You know, even when I was a kid, used to go in some of these creeks and rivers, and you wouldn't hardly ever see a house. Now you go in every creek or every river on the bay, and it's fully developed with homes, and a lot of runoff from their fancy yards, and naturally farm runoff. Got a lot of, industry on the bay, sewage treatment plants naturally. Got your power plants. And a few years ago, some laws were passed. One of them was that no new waterman could get into the fishery, could purchase a license in a community like Tangier Island that hurt a lot. No new young people could get into it if less a family member handed the license down, or they could buy someone out, but this discouraged a lot of young people. I hope I do have a son someday. I don't have kids right now, but if I have a son, I'm not going to push it on him, but I would love to see him work on the water. I mean, believe me, I would not pressure him in any way, shape, or form. I'm gonna support him in anything he wants to do as far as career-wise. Maybe my father's license, I've kept him up for quite a few years now, just for that reason, so he can hand them down to my kids. So my prediction of this historical place, if I live to be an old man, I think you're going to see very few native Tangiermans living here.